I'm just gonna do some quick meatball subs, and I have meatballs, great value from Walmart. Just a can of ragu, or you could just use tomato sauce, doctor it up with your own seasonings. French rolls, mozzarella cheese. You could also use a mix of Italian cheeses. You can basically do whatever you want with this meal. So let me throw the meatballs in the slow cooker. And as you can see, I already have 1 pack in. I'll be doing 2 packs. I figure 3 to 4 meatballs per sandwich would be good. So here's the second pack. And they are frozen, so let's see if I can get them out of here. Here they are in the slow cooker, 2 packs. And they're rather large. Let me show you. I thought about cutting them in half, but so we'll see. But there they are. I'm gonna pour the sauce on top, and I'm just gonna let them go. I have this set on high for 6 hours. If I feel like it's starting to burn, I'll turn it down, but I'm gonna put these on now. These are the 2 sauces that I have. I can tell you right now, I didn't buy this, so I'm thinking this is something my husband purchased. I don't purchase sauces with meat because I'm typically putting it with a meat dish, so I don't need extra meat, but I probably won't use this because, again, it's with meatballs. That's enough meat, so I think I'm gonna do this one. So let me pour this on. My goodness, it is time to find some type of storage solution, organization solution for this. But right now, I have one of these open already. So Trader Joe's onion salt, you guys that have been watching know that that's my fave. I'm gonna do oregano leaves. I'm gonna do garlic powder. That one is open. Let me use that. What's this? Onion powder. Y'all see it. My fave, Tony Chachere's. Let me use some of that. And my Italian seasoning. I'm gonna use some of that. And you know what? I think I'll probably use some minced garlic as well. So let me grab that out the fridge. So here's the minced garlic. I'm gonna put in a tablespoon of this as well. For the rolls, what I'll be doing is using these French rolls, and I'm just going to be brushing them with some garlic butter that I'm going to make before I place them in the oven. So I'm just going to be using the same Italian seasoning that I season the meatballs with. I'm gonna be using 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter. And then again, the minced garlic, I'm just putting it in my little raggedy bowl that I use for microwaving items, usually when I make my garlic butter. So I'm gonna get a nice heaping spoonful of the minced garlic, put it in there. I'm gonna shake some Italian seasoning, just however much you like. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the butter. Okay. So I'm gonna put this in, melt it in the microwave, brush these buns with it, and put it in the oven. Okay, that's how I make my garlic butter. Okay, I came back because I forgot. There is something else that I add. So I did add some pink Himalayan sea salt and black pepper and the Trader Joe's onion salt. I'll melt this all together, but I'll come back and show you after I melt it when I get ready to brush it on the rolls. All right, I'm back, guys. It's been about an hour and I did forget to add sugar. So you don't have to do this, but for me, anytime I'm cooking anything with a tomato base to it, I always use a little bit of sugar. One, to take away some of the acidity of the tomato sauce. If you have people in your home with digestion problems or upset stomach type issues, the sugar will take away a lot of the acid out of the tomato, and people with, you know, digestion issues will be able to enjoy the dish as well. The sugar kind of neutralizes the acid. So this is what is this? 1/8 of a cup. So not a lot. I'm just gonna do the whole thing. Again, you can do as much or as less as you want. If you're doing it for, you know, taste factor, after you put in a little, you know, stir it up and taste it. And if you're just doing it because you have people in your home with digestion issues, of course, just do enough to kind of neutralize the acid in the tomato sauce. So I'm just gonna use the whole 1/8 of a cup, which again is not much for this amount of sauce and this amount of meat. So put that in there, and I'm just going to mix it up. It's not gonna make your sauce overly sweet or, you know, take away from the flavor of the sauce at all. If anything, it's gonna add to it. So, all right, so that's mixed in well enough to my liking. I did decide that I don't need to put any more sauce in here. I think the amount of sauce that I have is fine. And I'm also, because I don't know, I feel like it's cooking kind of fast. So I am going to turn this down to low because I had it on high for 6 hours. And it is 1:09, so nowhere near time for dinner. So I am just going to turn this to 10 hours low. So of course it's not going to take 10 hours, but I just want to make sure I get the temperature on low so that it's not burning my tomato sauce. Okay, so that is it. And it is looking good, and my house smells amazing. So we'll come back when it's done. All right, guys, it is 2:52, and these meatballs have been going almost 2 hours. So they're pretty much done, but I think I'm still going to let them go another 30, 45 minutes. So as you can see, I did cut the meatballs in half, and I just think this will be better suited as far as, you know, a sandwich is concerned. I think these are like the perfect bite-size pieces. I just think when they were whole, they were too large. So I think this will work better. And they look delicious. They smell delicious. I did taste the sauce. And it's just perfect. Doesn't need anything else. So again, I just cut these up, and I'm going to let them go another 30, 45 minutes. And then that's it. And we'll probably do this. I think I'm just going to have fruit on the side. My family can do either salad on the side or chips. So that is what's for dinner today. I'm gonna put the top back on here. Okay, so I have my garlic butter here that you saw earlier. I just melted it in the microwave, and I'm just gonna, I don't have a brush, so I'm just gonna use the spoon and drizzle it on the bread. And I'm gonna put this in the oven. Open this up. Rip it. And this is just gonna give the bread a nice garlicky, toasty flavor. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the oven for probably about 5 minutes, and then take them out, put the meatballs in with the sauce, put the cheese on top, and then put it back in the oven so it can melt. And then they will be done. Okay, so earlier I told you that I went ahead and cut the meatballs in half so it will be easier to eat because they were rather large. So I'm just gonna fill these in with the meatballs and the sauce. And add a little more sauce so it's not dry. I'll do 2 of these on camera, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. I think that's enough. Not. Oh my God.
Why does that one have so much?
Well, maybe that one yours. You want me to take some off?
That's not mine.
Okay, put a little more sauce on this one. Alright, and I showed you guys the mozzarella earlier today, but I found this Italian in the refrigerator, and I want to use this up, so I'm going to use both. This is what we have left, which is quite a bit, enough actually for 4 more sandwiches if we want to do this for lunch tomorrow, or if anybody wants seconds later, because it is still early. It's 4:14, so I put these on, I think it was 10 after 1, so let's just say 3 hours, and the meatballs were frozen, so that's not bad. So yeah, that is, if you can see, that's quite a bit left. Definitely enough for everybody to have leftovers. Here's the final product, our meatball sandwiches, mozzarella and Italian cheese melted on top. And on the side, I'm just having fruit, a couple of cut up strawberries and kiwi. And it looks delicious.